day.
All right, we're back.
Yeah, I took him.
My internet died. Again. It's only when I'm streaming it's only when I'm streaming this, not when I'm streaming TF2. Or I don't know. My internet's being god awful and I hate it, and there's no apparent way to fix it.
Well, the thing is that like usually like streaming, I'd imagine that like streaming this takes up a little bit more bandwidth.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a hypothesis, though. Please don't sue me.
No, probably right. But like when I do TF2, it's fine. And then when I do this, like I had the problem with TF2 where it wouldn't do it when it would stream TF2. And that was annoying. And then it just kind of the problem went away, and now it's back with this. So it might just, I don't know.
They were not sus.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I personally, like, while we're on the topic of Texas and Pacific engines, what was it?
Oh, there's that 282 in Marshall that's dressed up as a CPQ engine, and I hate it.
Oh,
Jack,
yeah, the Fort Worth
you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
It's horrible. Yeah. Why is it in TMP? It's in Marshall. TMP
because it worked for the Texas Pacific.
I was lettered, but it's paying like but it's dressed up as a CPQ engine. It's retarded. I hate it.
But that's what it was originally built as, a Fort Worth Endeavor locomotive.
So why was it really?
Yeah, so it was originally built as Fort Worth number 410.
And then why was it sold to the TMP during the war?
I don't know why. Yeah, some weird shit. I don't know why.
It's fucking weird. Well, let's just dress up as a TMP engine. At least like make it look like one. Damn it, I'm getting pissed.
You know what would make for an interesting video?
What?
We could make this a collaboration. You know how 610 ran for the Southern?
Yeah.
We could talk about the Southerns, just like absolute just muppetry trying to find like good engines for the program.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Because have we talked about beer can yet?
What's beer can?
2839.
Yeah, Michael.
Let me tell you. Here it is in service.
I don't know tourist. I don't know like history of like
tourist
railroads and whatnot.
Well, Michael, this is
trippy.
Michael, this is beer can.
Yep, there it is.
Oh yeah, that thing. That was gonna go on the...
beer can. What is it? Clater was actually quoted that this is quote the only engine that could outrun the rail fans.
I mean, I don't doubt it.
And it was great. So there was that.
All right, I need to start getting Khabib for Khabib review. Unfortunately, I only have like... Hold up. There's a video. All right, continue, everybody.
So, again, I think it would be cool to talk about just like 2839 and 610 because those were like boy, weird engines.
Oh boy.
No, but we have to start the video out with them attempting to get Central Georgia 451, or at least just trying to look into it before it was scrapped in the earlier 60s, like 1961. Because it almost wound up in Sandersville, Georgia, but then the Sandersville just backed out at the last minute, and they're like, "Okay, we might as well scrap it then." And good old Epic said his biggest regret in life, Bill Purdy's biggest regret in life was not saving 451, which really was because, like, imagine Central Georgia, Big Apple, just
there. I mean, yeah, like it, and plus it would have been a powerhouse on the program.
No, it would have been right at home. It would have been literally perfect. Because it wasn't that big when it came to Northerns too, so it could literally fit anywhere.
The Central Georgia Big Apples are very big, obviously, but they're very nice-looking locomotives.
Obviously, I mean they're
basically. Why do when I look up I get like Roblox? I think I saw like someone's like train OC.
Train Sona, Michael. Train Sona. We live in a society where if you don't have your own train Sona, you get beat up.
We live in a society.
We're train Sonas.
Unfortunately, yes. Uh,
Oh god.
anything else, or y'all just want to move on to rail news?
I got one thing. Kubri's Toltec is cool. That is all.
Hey, real news.
All right. Let's go to let me get rail news up, because shit has gone down. Let me start with the not so let me just start with, like, I guess not merger related news. This thing. I did we cover this? I don't remember. We might have, but it's basically the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum is getting a Fairbanks Morse locomotive. It's getting a baby Trainmaster.
Yeah, we covered this, I think.
Okay, shit. Anyone else have any other news?
Well, that was a very interesting news article. Yes. Continue, Michael.
It's been so long, I completely forgot what news we did and what news we didn't. Let's see. Anything that's not CVKC related? Oh yeah, the Burnham shops burnt down.
Burnham? Well, where is that?
That's the Rio Grande shops in
Where? In Denver?
Yeah. Let me get these photos
Jack,
up.
for that, rest in peace.
So
Jack.
yeah.
Oh.
What?
The Rio Grande Burnham shops burnt down.
The Rio Grande shops in Denver burnt down.
Big sad.
The fire
Big
has
sad.
destroyed. This is from Trains. Fire has destroyed a former Rio Grande coach shop. Burnham
Oh!
shops.
Oh!
Yeah, it's still
They call
owned.
it Burnham for a reason.
The property was sold in
Fuck
June.
Union Pacific.
No! Don't blame Union Pacific. It's the Colorado Department of Transportation who owns the building. They were gonna demolish it anyways to make room for an interstate. Yeah.
Interstate
built
project, buddy.
Built in 1901, it's believed to have incorporated parts of a structure built in 1881 or 1885. It once housed the Rio Grande ski train, so this is a disaster.
I'm mad. I am mad right now.
Someone scribbled "eat shit" on the side of the fucking building. Yeah, that's a picture of what it was before. Yeah. Anyways, that's that story. I need to go change.
I was filled by XXXD's nuts in your mouth. XXX.
Excuse me, what?
It's Call of Duty. What do you expect?
All right, so let's begin with, I guess, this story, which I'm pretty sure if you don't live under a rock, Canadian Pacific and Canadian National have been fighting to see who gets Kansas City Southern, and the voting trust for the Canadian National Kansas City Southern merger was denied by the Surface Transportation Board. Now, this is not, as some people have said, a total rejection of the merger. It basically means that a voting trust is basically, in this case, Canadian National would acquire the stock of Kansas City Southern to prevent Kansas City Southern from being the possibility of it being taken over by a hostile company while the merger's going on. While the merger is being reviewed. And it's typically the first step in a merger process, and this was outright denied by the Surface Transportation Board. So the fallout was kind of immense. People forward started making SPSF jokes everywhere, you know, stuff like that, standard haha CN cringe. But then, a group calling themselves TCI Management bought about $4 billion worth of Kansas City Southern stock and is calling for the head of Canadian National CEO JJ Roost. They want to fire him and replace him with Jim Vena, who is a Canadian National veteran, and whatnot. So, they basically, a couple of months ago, TCI basically said that the KCS bid was a bad idea, and they said they would try and begin a proxy fight to oust the current management, which they appear to be doing, so I don't expect that Canadian National's current management is going to exist in their seats for a little while longer. So that's kind of I'm weaving, like, several different stories together and whatnot, if you can't tell. It's kind of a mess, and then Canadian National, or the day after, Kansas City Southern, the KCS shareholders were supposed to vote on the merger, I think, on the 3rd? Or, I can't remember. Yeah, on the 3rd, but then they postponed the date, you know, because it looks less and less like Canadian National Kansas City Southern merger were going to be approved. And then they started discussions with Canadian Pacific about trying to merge like today, and they're probably going to accept. So that's the whole story.
Big site.
Yeah, I think my personal opinions, I'd rather have CN merge with KCS merge with CP, although I do think that CP and CN are willing to pay far too much for Kansas City Southern. I think they're overpaying because $30 billion and $33 billion for Kansas City Southern I don't think is worth it.
How much is KCS really worth, though?
KCS had a market cap last year of I think about $18 billion.
Bruh.
Blackstone tried to take over for I think $20 billion, but then that was denied, and that kind of pushed KCS into finding doing a deal with an actual railroad instead of like a hedge fund. So yeah, that's the whole mess. Any thoughts? Any other rail news that you guys know of?
Give it to KCS. I mean, give KCS to CP, please. God
Yes.
bless.
That'd be like cool and good. My only thought is, what is going to be like? Is it like a full like outright merger, or is it just going to be up top?
As far as I know, it's gonna be a full merger, like consolidating operations and whatnot. I mean, the two railroads only connect in one city, which is Kansas City itself, so it shouldn't be that like hard to merge. Because, you don't have any parallel lines that you're trying to consolidate and whatnot. And of course, once they merge, the new railroads it's going to be named Canadian Pacific Kansas City, which is kind of a dumb name, but I guess that's how that works. I did order myself a hat off of eBay. Someone was selling hats on eBay of KCS hats and pins, and I ordered myself one. And Jack, I think you ordered one as well, right?
I did. I did buy one.
So yeah.
Because why not,
Yeah. Anyways,
So otherwise, the new. I know you're sick of these, but the new what is it?
The new
SPSF. The new SPSF reboot is looking great.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, man, Ryan.
What?
But anything else anyone wants to say?
Well, personally, I'm kind of in the same. I want CP to take over what's its face, KCS, because if it looks cool, have fun.
Yeah, do what you want. Anyways, do you
CN
want to?
already has a direct route to the Gulf. It doesn't need.
Yeah, as far as I can tell, Canadian National's bid was entirely in response to Canadian Pacific's bid. Like, they bid on KCS so that CP couldn't have it, basically. As far as I can tell.
Wow, what schoolyard bully CN is?
I mean, that's happened before with plenty of railroads, Georgia and Florida.
Conrail,
Georgia and Florida.
Tom Rice, like...
Hold on, what is it? Is rail sail a con job? Thank you, tabloids. Very cool.
Is that an actual headline?
Yeah, it was in the Men Who Love Trains. Hold on, is rail sail a con job? It was during like when NS was like trying to just gobble up Conrail whole in like the 80s.
When the government tried to sell. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Miss Dole.
Yeah, Lizzie Dole. Just telling Conrail, we're gonna sell you to these people, and Stanley Crane being like, but we don't want to be sold to NS. And then NS having like a schizophrenic, like fucking one half of NS wants Conrail, and the other half of NS doesn't want Conrail, and it was a big mess. And it's like,
and then what is it? Jim McConnell nearly lost his job because of something he said.
Didn't he say because at the time CSX headquarters were in Richmond and NS headquarters were in Norfolk, and I think he said like the two are close enough to throw bombs out each other's corporate windows or something along those lines. I have the book right here. I can find it if I really want to.
Yeah, it's great. And then like, what is it? And then like, it was just great. Just, is rail sail a con job? That is like next up. That is like the spiritual successor for local group building steam.
I know, it's beautiful.
Israel sail, and then there was what's his face, the guy who was in charge of like the power commission, and was like, if those people are trying to mess with you, Mr. Crane, just let me know. And like he just like he he yeeted Mistol. It was great.
Yeah. Conrail was a trip.
Honestly, yeah, and
Is
it's
the list review
associated
next, or what's happening?
and it's Associated Fan 76.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I love how Marriott wanted to buy Conrail, the fucking hotel chain.
Great. Now I want to patch up like a Conrail unit to just say Marriott on the side.
Marriott Rail, yes, Marriott Rail.
I'm trying to find it.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. And you guys can't stop me. Is rail sail? Oh no, wait. Thought. How about like fucking? I want to say, what is it? London Family sells West Virginia Western Marriott. Just like step right up, Marriott.
Are we just
Yes,
talking about the manual
London
of trains
Family.
now? Because I'm fine with that.
Honestly, like I'm halfway through the book. I've sort of taken a pause because school, but I will say that it's very interesting to like. I did not understand a lot of the Penn Central chapters because a lot of it was technical banking stuff.
Yeah.
But
Right?
That's basically the entirety of the wreck of the Penn Central technical banking stuff.
but I did learn about the funny Bevan, small angry man who loved fooling around under the plane.
To quote, to use a damn it, what's the quote? To use a variation of something Jerry Doyle told us yesterday, I think the first hardcore porn I saw was in the Penn Central, the Penn Central corporate jet. Bevan.
Who can forget Mr. Bevan? Mr. Bevan. He's a bit of a character. We love him. Not really. He's an evil small man.
Small evil man. I can't wait until like someone writes a book on like the whole C thing, like KCS thing, and it's like, how many memes were occurring behind the scenes in our little
in our little neck of the world. There is that. What is it? It's sort of talking about the well-dressed hobo, the Western Pacific tracker that said, what is it? Alfred Perlman is the best thing since sex and watermelons.
Yeah.
That's up there. Because it's Alfred Perlman. There's that. Where the hell is Harrisburg? Also iconic. What is it?
Why the hell do we need 4 tracks up here?
Pennsylvania.
Frankly, we don't, Mr. Crane. Then why don't we just take care of it right now, said Crane. And the order went down to pull up the 4 track. In the eyes of people as Conrail, as Crane told someone later, it was like committing an act against God.
Great. Let's piss off the pigtail. Let's do it, gang. Come on.
Hell! Goddamn motherfucker pigtail fuckers.
Honestly, it was like
Get Rodney on here.
Oh my god.
Hold on. One of us. I don't. Sadly,
apparently Rodney is very nice in the flesh, so maybe he will actually agree if we just hit him up somehow.
Hey Rodney, want to come on our show where we talk bullshit about trains?
We're just gonna shit on the Pennsylvania Railroad like the whole time.
Pretty much. That's all we're gonna
actually,
do.
It'll be that, and then half it will be why he hates the PR, and then his stories for I'm working on CSX and Conrail and all that. And though in the origin of After 4 Down the Shore, because come on.
After 4 Down the Shore.
I can get that up. I can get After 4 Down the Shore up.
Okay.
Somebody send me a link.
After 4 and Down the Sus.
It's Flickr. It's on Flickr.
It's on. Okay.
After 4 Down the Shore. In the summer of 1989, the rail fans had hung out at Chili Junction and made signs to honor a CR dispatcher. Rodney Kotorski, that's the best I can do with the spelling, someone please correct me, was notorious for sending trains down the West Shore to bypass Rochester. The shore, This is the sign on the shore to honor Rodney. After 4 Down the Shore.
Great.
There are like other photos? That's Los Angeles Street Railway. I swear, there was another photo of, I don't know.
That is great. Just after
the real
goes
memories of Conrail.
These
what is the real.
No, what is it? There's the isn't it like pinned where like a caboose just goes vertical? It just goes on the x-axis for a bit.
That's someplace somewhere. I don't know.
There's that. Oh yeah. Well, on the topic of Conrail, there was the time that Ross Rowland tried to sell a Conrail Steam special.
Oh yeah, that.
Unfortunate thing.
You say that's unfortunate, but considering Ross Rowland.
Okay, actually, yeah, somehow Ross Rowland would have made it like just spicy. Let's take it off a horseshoe. Come on.
When are we still doing the rail news segment, or what's happening?
Rail news is basically over. We're just talking about like random stuff now.
All right, well, what can we do? Because I have a lot of family over, and mom and dad's like, Steven, come on! So
All right,
can we
let's
like-
do it.
Yeah.
Fuck, let me get up. We have 4 Khabib today.
Where's Jack? Jack Emery Fuller, come back.
All right, my first. Let's hope my internet doesn't die again. All right, so welcome to the show that we call Caboose Review. We have 4 Khabib today, and they're all incredibly low-res images for whatever reason. Jack, Caboose Review. We have 4.
Oh, fuck, Caboose Review.
Okay, Caboose Review. Alright. The stream failed to start. Just look on my normal stream, on the YouTube stream for the
I got
Caboose.
you.
Yeah, because my internet. Our first Caboose is,
Oh my.
This.
I don't know what that is.
These are all incredibly low res. Actually, let me get a better. Nope, that's still low res.
It looks like a museum.
It's blue. It looks like it's built out of an 1800s boxcar. I like how there's nothing on the sides.
Oh my god, what is that? What is that? Holy shit!
It's a
rolling
boxcar.
Pringles box. It's horrible.
Yeah, it's a boxcar, you idiots.
That's a boxcar with holes in it. I love that.
Yeah, it's I give this a light it on fire out of 10. What about you?
I give it a cardboard box with Lego wheels out of 10. Jack?
Apparently,
I
this
give
is
it a-
Canadian. Here's a better photo.
Oh shit, that's hard.
Actually, it's
yes,
from the
that-
London
no.
and Port Stanley.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I thought. There's only something with an MSTS train railroad.
I give it a Buster Keaton's The General out of 10.
I give it an at the rail yard.
At the rail yard.
We'll load it up at the rail yard.
All right,
Yeah.
this is the next caboose.
Lehigh Valley. Lehigh Valley out of 10.
Okay.
It's simplistic.
It's
Nathaniel
Lehigh
out of
Valley.
10.
Western Barrel use that
Oh,
design.
Nathaniel out of 10.
I like the windows. The
We're-
fact
we're-
that this is like a 140p image.
Oh, that is true actually. But Michael, it's Nathaniel out of 10. You know?
Yeah, it's Nathaniel out of 10. Our
the
third
Western Barrel-
Khabib is this entity. It's Wabash.
Oh, okay, great.
Wabash. I would kind of did not like the Wabash Kaboob, like that styling. Because Koopa was kind of gross. I give it a 5 out of 10.
Nobody sent us in Khabibs, and I couldn't like find any. I never we were running late on the show. Let me just go up and see if in like the trains chat and see if there are any Khabibs that I can like pull up. Actually, well there's let me just get up this video.
Yeah.
There's a very special video from our very special friend Mad James. Let me share it now. Does everyone see on stream? Hello?
It's loading on. Hello, Michael. It is loading on stream. Give it a hot ticket. Yes, yes, I see it now.
Ian.
Yes.
Pig.
Wink. Dear God, that caboose has seen better days.
Indeed, it has. Well, what does Mad James have to say about it?
Milan. It goes to Milan and it goes to Paris. Let's go.
Alright. that's all for Caboose reviews. I had fucking nothing for this.
At least it was not about the caboose, but the cabooses we made along the way.
This is an
Yeah,
accurate statement.
unfortunately, nothing can ever come close to the American experience.
Nothing. We'll top the American experience.
Yeah, it's the greatest caboose of all time.
Yeah, the
Why
American,
was it called caboose the American experience?
the American
I
experience.
still have it
Alright,
saved
that
on my
was fun.
desktop.
What is it? Disney's. It's Disney's America.
Yes,
There it is.
enter.
Where it is? Oh yeah, there's the. Oh, that's the original American experience. It's not
It's the real American experience.
So let's review the American experience for a second time.
Because it's the greatest thing to ever exist.
It's breathtaking, honestly. I don't know. What can we say about this thing that hasn't already been said?
It is such a political commentary about
Joe Biden.
about yes.
Joe
about-
Biden. Joe Biden. Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
All right.
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
All right. I think we've run out of things to talk about. Fucking.
We're just saying
Bill
Joe
Clinton.
Biden.
Anyways,
Clinton.
thank you all for this very unorganized and honestly quite awful Blue Streak podcast. We're gonna trust me. We're gonna try and find a way to do this semi-regularly again.
Not so bad like this.
Probably
Okay,
every other
you
2
know.
weeks. Yeah. Anything anyone wants to say before the stream ends? I've already said what I wanted to say, which is,
Wait,
I don't know.
closing sentence. What is it? The new. What? Fuck.
The new SPSF is looking great.
No, Greenland. Welcome to Greenland, everybody. Greenland.
Steven?
Iceland.
Gat?
Mana mana.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Mana mana.
Do-do-do-do.
Mana mana.
And on